Welcome to day 5. We are completing our Hunkydory week of Webisodes with something absolutely beautiful.
We have frosted florals, filigree frames, silver and gold foiling, and more.
These are laser cut and they are just spectacular. Come play with us. Okay, I promised you beautiful, and here it is. Now here is the package. So lots of ideas on the front and even more on the back of it.
Plus instructions for the basic way to use the elements in this kit, but we're going to show you some different ways to use it. We're going to show you,
yes. Okay, so here are the laser cut pieces. So we've had this style before, but not these designs. So this, you know, what I love about laser is that it is cut with a beam of light. And I think that's just kind of amazing. So as you can see, there are 4 per sheet. Now this is the same one twice, and then we have another. And on one side, they're pretty white, and on the other side, they're a little more off-white. And so you choose which side you want. And so you get 2 of those. So altogether, they're 16.
That's right. Now they come white, but you can ink these. You can use embossing powders on these. You can use lots of different mediums and change the color. But white does look pretty perfect on these background images that you're going to be using.
Now you also get these foiled die cut pieces, as you can see, also with the greetings. So there you go. And you get 2 of each one.
So you're getting 40 silver and gold foiled die cuts.
Here's the silver.
I do like that you get the silver and the foil, and each one of these can be cut apart separately, by the way. So you've got the die cut you can pop out, and then you can cut these right down the center, and I'll be showing you that to use the surrounding image.
And then we have papers. So this is interesting too. So there are 8 sheets, and these kind of have a pearlized finish. So there's
I think there's 6. Okay, 8 sheets.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It is 16. You're right. It is 16. I misspoke. So there's 4 there and 4 other of this design. We're not done. You also have printed cards.
Yeah.
And this is the
5 by 5. So you're going to get a square card. These are scored and ready to fold. And then you're also going to get 8 of the 5 by 7. Now, all of the printed areas that you're seeing is the shimmering pearlescent finish. So it's just got a little bit of a shimmer on there, and the colors are just gorgeous.
And just a slight correction, Gail just said you get 8 of these. Well, you get 4 of them, but you could cut them apart. So there we go. So we've got 4 of this size and 4 of the smaller size, the square size, and you have envelopes to match. So that's 4 of each. So you get all of that. So all together you can make, they say 16 cards, but folks, you can make far more than that. Yeah. So what to do? Well, we're going to go start with the easiest and the basic, and then go from there. So here's the basic. And Gail, you want to show us through this? So you can see the foiling, you can see the lattice beautifully
So
you're
going to get a a layered effect on that card. And first I want to show you those laser cut pieces. They are ready to cut out, but you don't want to just tear these with your finger, because if we look closely, it's almost 1/4 of an inch. It's about 3/16 of an inch there where they're connected. So just a few places, really simple. You can either use an X-Acto knife, or you can use your scissors to just cut them apart just like so. So it's really that simple. There we go. Now I've released one of them. It's ready to use whichever way I want. And in this case, I've got my laser cut piece, and I've got this sheet. I'm trying to pull it in here. There we go. So I'm going to choose this one because it matches that design. It's going to match that shape.
Actually, that's something interesting to point out, because in the first sets they were ovals and squares. Now they've gotten a little fancier. We've got hearts, we've got scallops.
Some little scalloped edges, so that's nice. And I can pop this out because that is going to be used on the front of my card, but I also want this area here, and to use that I need to cut that out. So just with scissors, or again you can use
your trimmer.
Yeah, your trimmer or anything else to just cut these apart. And so I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just showing you cut all the way around. And I did that with this piece, and I hadn't popped out that centerpiece yet, so I'll go ahead and do that. And let me show you how we lay this out. I have the card here, and this is the larger card, the 5x7 scored. It's ready to fold. So there's my card ready to add to. And I'm next going to use this. Let's see. I'm going to take this and put it on the center. So maybe I'll do that first.
And don't let it bother you that it's got a hole in it at this point,
right,
because that's going to be covered up by the lattice, by the laser piece. So
exactly,
that frame will take care of that.
I'm going to center this on the front of my card, and I'm just taping it. You can also foam tape it. That gives it some nice lift when you use foam tape it right on the front of the card. Now, see, you don't have to worry about that. Like you said, it's going to get covered up by this. So when we do this, then we've got that nice color in the back. And like, you can foam tape it, or you can go ahead and tape it down. I don't have any foam tape on me at the moment, so I'm just going to be just taping.
And you might have been wondering, well, are you going to tape on the laser or not? No, that because that solid piece is there, you could just secure it.
Right.
And don't worry about the fact that that isn't attached, because this will hold it in place.
That'll hold it in place, so you don't have to hide any tape back here. It's going to sit nicely. And really, foam tape will be a nice effect there. And then you just place this right on the center. And basically, card done, and you can just start adding embellishments like we used, dazzles.
So we simply added, this is Special Friend is the little greeting, and we of course did, in this case, the gold border dazzles, because the golds are beautiful together.
Right.
And you are done. A little ribbon if you want to add that.
But one other thing I did want to mention is we have the duplicate images in the papers. So you have the die cuts, you also have the paper sheets, so you can get the matching image, and you can cut out extra special little sentiments, and those could go on the inside of your card really simply. So you can really finish it off just like so.
Just as easily as you did the front of the card. How pretty is that?
Easy to do.
Okay, so that's our basic one.
Right.
Now, you can do other things like we have here. This has become, so this is kind of the same. This is the smaller card, that 4 3/4 inch, or excuse me, the 5-inch card.
Right. And
we have folded that to create an easel card.
So really easy to do. Again, it's all the same concept. You can back this with one of those paper. You can also back the laser cut piece with one of those paper images if you want to, and save the other gold edged frame for something else.
Yes, you could.
But for this card, for the 5-inch, I want to note that you've got a couple of different images here. Here's one, and then you've got corners on this end. And Debbie chose to put the this on the corners so that you could see one of them, and then just fold this top piece in half. Real simple to do. I really would use a bone folder for this, and I probably, because this...
And one magically appears, just as you asked for it.
But because this cardstock is so thick, I would have scored this first before I did it, but I'm just doing it in a hurry here, so kind of on the fly. But anyway, that's going to create that. And what's nice about that is now on the back, you've still got the beautiful image.
You do. Of course, I would tend to cut that in half and make 2 cards out of it,
there
but that's just me.
An even better idea.
But the same process, as Gail said, to do the front. However, the bottom of the laser is going to get glued to the bottom of the card front. We did add some white border dazzles just because it does such a nice job.
And I really like that just on the bottom and on the top. That's a nice look. But then on the inside, even against the white, adding the border dazzles is nice.
It gives a shine, doesn't it?
It has that extra little silver.
And thinking of you is what it says on the front. This is a sympathy card. It certainly could be birthday or anything else.
Sure.
So easy to finish. Just really, really nice.
So that's fun.
And now we have more. Now, in the opening, Gail said, you know, you can color these, you can ink them, you can do embossing powder. Well, look what we've done here.
Well, we've done Glitter Kiss.
Because we like Glitter Kiss.
We do, and it's really simple to do. So it's been glitter kissed, it dried, and then we placed it over that backing paper. So just a gorgeous look. Okay, I have a craft sheet here. I have one of those, and I actually have the Glitter Kiss Duo. So you can choose which color you want, or you can use both colors. So they're both in there. I'm going to go sideways and pop off the cap just like so. And I'm going to pick up that purple, and you only need to pick up a little bit and just start kind of pouncing it.
So just pouncing it. And again, with Glitter Kiss, you know, a little goes a long way.
Right.
And you just need to do the outside. Don't worry about that center area.
That's true.
Because that's going to get covered up.
We're just hitting the outside. And I would probably do a couple of layers. I would do one layer and then let it dry and then come back in and then do it again if you want thicker coverage. It's kind of nice with the light coverage too.
So you don't want to spread it. You're just
no,
tapping.
Spreading is kind of remove it as you go. You just want to.
Yeah.
I would let that dry a little bit. Once it dries, you put the second layer on. It gets thicker as you go.
Okay, and again, just doing the same way. So you've got the paper behind, and this has been glued onto the printed card, and with the foiled piece just foam taped or glued on top. And this is Sending Birthday Love. And the inside of this one hasn't been completed, but you've seen how we've recommended using those lighter images.
Right.
So
and before we move on, I want to show you something else.
Oh, good.
I mean, you can do it with the Glitter Kiss, but I also wanted to show how easy it would be to use an ink, and you know, any ink really. I've got the Distress Oxide inks, but this is how easy this can be. You've got white, you want it a different color. Just start rubbing. And this one I'm doing in circles, and it just changes it pretty dramatically.
And pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly.
So you don't have to pounce with this.
Right.
Okay.
I love the Distress Oxide inks. They get, once they're all dry, they sort of give a chalky appearance, but the chalk doesn't like come off on your fingers or anything.
And you're not purposely trying to cover that heart, just it's happening because you're using the whole ink pad.
Well, I was trying to cover it because I thought it would be, I forgot, you know, there's going to be a big die cut there. So you don't have to. You could just do it out on the edges, but I like covering it. It's pretty.
You can do that. If that's what you want, you can do that.
Simple to do.
Okay, now you can combine some things. Oh yes, there's more. Okay, so Sparkle and Shine has mirror patterns. So this is a separate package.
Right.
It is in the Money Saver, and there are 18 sheets. There are 2 each of 9 designs.
They are these big, beautiful sheets. And what's great about these, now this, if we are going to have to back up to see it because they change from a dark color to all the way at the top, a lighter color. So the color is changing,
all of them
the hue is changing, but they also have that gold on top of it.
Right. So just you can see, and like we said, you get 2 of each.
Right.
And
the feathers. So it goes from
stunning.
teal at the bottom to purple at the top. So they're all a little bit different and just really gorgeous looks. Now you can use these just a little bit, or you can use a lot and really get some gorgeous effects. That Mary is really, they're sort of putting Mary on a lot of different looks.
So we really wanted you to see this.
So that's the package that we combined with
the filigree. Right. So we're using this as the background of our card, and as another little area of it, a different, because it changes color, as a border across the bottom.
Right.
And then the same thing with our laser. We've backed it with the papers that come in there.
They come with it. Added those die cuts and a few dazzles.
We've got, yes. And
beautiful.
so this is Sending Birthday Love.
Simple.
Very
easy to do, quick and beautiful card. Okay, I'm in a hurry. I need to send a birthday card. I forgot it was their birthday. I can get it in the mail, you know, like in 30 minutes.
Right, or less, yes.
Well,
it's
30
really
minutes,
nice.
you know, walking out to the post office and back.
Now, scrapbookers, I hope you're paying attention because look at what you can do. I think this is a brilliant way to use those laser pieces, is to cut them at an angle and let them mat opposite corners of a photograph.
Really simple. Just cut it in half. Just cut it from end to end and then separate them.
Oh, and this is even the smaller ones, huh?
Right. These are the smaller pieces, so they go quite a long way there.
Very, very
Add
pretty.
a few little this one says lots of love. I love that as a little touch there.
And this is the Mary sheet. So again, you're getting that variegated ombre look. And then to really highlight a special photo with the laser.
Right. Yeah. So that that's got the laser image just as a mat, the laser cut
So
piece.
pretty.
So, and you've matted a photo and just placed it right on top of there. It's a great idea.
Absolutely charming, and adding one of the foiled pieces. And again, you can turn those sparkle and shine pieces, letting it go horizontally, and you can see that color change. It's oh so pretty.
Really fun.
So there is a pretty fast, pretty lovely scrapbook page.
Yeah, really easy to do. I
We're
think
not done.
That's on the pastel cardstock too.
Oh, yes.
So that's simple. It
Excellent.
matches it perfectly.
It does. Okay, now look what else you can do. This is also the Sparkle and Shine Mary patterns done in 3 sections, but something else has been added. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Will this never end? Well, we hope it won't, because look, these are the luxury foiled acetate. Now, there are, let me see, 8 sheets.
And you've got silver and gold patterns of each one of those. You've got foiling sometimes just on corners, sometimes all over. I really
Mostly, yeah.
love the flower ones, but silver and gold.
Right.
And here's a little trick. If you want all silver, just turn it over. It's all silver on the back, but you've got gold on the front of half of those. And then those corner pieces. And this is the one in particular that you're seeing on this card. So it's actually, so we've got strips of the Mary sheet in the background, and then the entire card front has been covered with just this one corner piece, just like so, to get that nice design. You've got that super
So the other
shine.
pieces are the Mary with the designs that are
And
already
just got
on
a
it.
sheet of acetate on the front of it.
So just gorgeous. So,
that's
you can
fun.
do that, and dazzles on top.
And the
so,
dazzles have been backed on those Mary sheets too, on different colors of
well,
them.
of course,
So
of
that's fun.
course. And now this is another way you can go. So a white card with the acetate on top, and the Mary that has been cut into pennants.
Right.
Just beautiful.
It's beautiful and simple, and that's what we're looking for. Something that we're going to be able to complete quickly because we're all so busy.
But it's going to look gorgeous. And the other thing, we're going to get in close so you can see, is the nail art dazzles.
Isn't that cute?
Fluttering across the
I
top.
love those. Even the borders up at the top, those are from the nail art as well.
Okay, good to know.
And I just think those are really fun. They are much more, I mean, when you see it in person, it's just sort of, it really pops and sparkles. And those are just a nice touch.
And you're getting a nice look at the Mary sheets there, and the Mary acetate. So that's all the sparkle and shine.
Right.
And our long greetings dazzles right there, so that completes it.
So this is a nice combination of elements. You've got the filigree frames with those beautiful laser cut pieces, but you've also got these great Mary finish sheets that combine with that, or use these with anything else you've seen this week.
Right.
They're going to go a long way, and you can add lots of accents.
So that wraps up this week of Webisodes, but we're going to have more for you. As a matter of fact, next week we're going to keep doing this.
Ooh.
More new things, and we hope you'll join us because we love sharing with you.
We'll see you then.